Well, another fantastic race at the Mini Miglia Libra Championship. Great to hear from the drivers down there in Parc Ferme as well. Right, we now into the second half of the day's racing action. Next race coming up is race 2 for the fastest Mini in the world. Now, if you missed race 1 a little bit earlier, I'll just give you a recap of what happened. It was Richard Billingham in his Austin Mini Club who took the win quite comfortably as well from Bill Richards, who came home in second. Ashton Silver in his Mini Space Frame came home in third. Jamie Billingham came home in fourth. Richard Morris was fifth. Gary Warburton was sixth, but first in Class D. Ian Fraser came home in seventh, but first in Class C. Mark Goff came home in 8th. Anton Trivette came home in 9th, first in Class B, and Francesca Roodhouse in the Mini Cooper S came home in 10th. A few DNFs in that one. Craig Edgecombe, Ben Gregory, Donald Racine, who's come all the way over from America for this, and Fabio Lafarelli. Fastest lap of the race was Richard Billingham with a 51.693. First race for the fastest Mini in the world was held back in 1994. If anybody watched the first race, I did say where it was. Can anybody remember where? It wasn't, I'll give you a clue, it wasn't here at Brands Hatch. It was at Silverstone. That's where it was, Silverstone. So it's now in its 29th year, the fastest Mini in the world. So number 44. Ashton Silver, worth keeping an eye out for in the long-awaited Space Frame. It's a fantastic looking car. Do keep your eyes peeled for that one. There are 4 classes in total. Class A, no engine restrictions at all. Class B is for any engine, 1.6 below. A series engine is for 1300cc above, and Class D is for A series engine, 1300cc below. There are a number of trophies as well. Fastest Mini World Race 2023. Individual class winners for A, B, C and D. The Swift Tune Trophy, highest finishing A series engine in gearbox. And the best turned out car as well. The prize Mini Spares, £150 voucher. The fastest Mini in the world, we'd like to say a big thank you to our partners and sponsors as well. We wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for the likes of our partners such as Mini Spares, the world's leading supply and manufacturer of classic Mini parts. Miller's Oils, a leading manufacturer and supplier of high quality engine oil. Cherish Vehicle Insurance Services, specialist insurance experts on hand to meet the needs of your classic car insurance. Sustain Classic. Now this is interesting as well because we are using the Sustain Classic 102 RON race fuel, which gives a 35% reduction in carbon emissions. How cool is that? Enville Motorsport, a proven classic Mini race car builder. Swift Tune, most successful A-Series racing engine builder in the world. And Mini World Magazine, yep, you guessed it, the original and best-selling magazine for the Mini. So grids there. Richard Billingham once again lining up on pole position. Bill Richards in second place. Ashton Silver in third. Jamie Billingham lines up in fourth. Then row 3 is Richard Morris and Gary Warburton. Ian Fraser, row 4 alongside Mark Goff. Row 5 is Anton Trivette and Francesca Roodhouse. And let's have a look. Row 6 is Craig Edgecombe and Ben Gregory. Row 7 is Donald Racine and Fabio Lafarelli. Unfortunately, both drivers retired from race 1. And row 8, Jim Lyons and Lewis Salmon. They are your runners and riders for the second race of the day for the fastest Mini in the world. It's a rolling start, 15-minute race. That is it. So rolling start, 15-minute race. So a little bit shorter than the others. I think the cars are just heading out now on track. So what are you going to make of this one? This should be an absolute cracker, shouldn't it? Yet again, another fantastic race coming up for you. The top running cars we're expecting to reach around about 130 miles an hour as they head to Paddock Hill Bend. Boy oh boy, some of the top end cars are tuned to 200 up to 300 brake horsepower. Oh yes, they are. This is going to be very exciting indeed. The fastest Mini in the world race invites any racing of the classic Mini, a saloon, estate, space frame, super saloon, Marcos, etc. And it's going to be looking to win their class or the race outright. The front running cars typically highly developed space frame minis, all jostling to become this year's fastest mini in the world. A bit of podium celebrations going on actually for the Miglias and Libras down there. The grid order just running across the bottom of your screen, as you can see. 15 minutes of action coming up. Is Billingham going to get the job done? There's 17 laps, the top three completed in race one. Fastest lap of a 51.693. That was by Billingham on lap 2. Will Richards in his Maguire Mini Traveller in second place. His fastest was a 52.284. And unfortunately we didn't have Jim Lyons or Lewis Salmon start, so I'm not too sure if they're starting this one either. We'll keep a shot. There's a few spaces on the grid, isn't there? Just starting the formation lap now. Remember, it is a rolling start for this as well. So Class A, Richard Billingham fastest lap at 51.693 in race 1. Fabio Lafarelli was the fastest in Class B with a 55.194 before he retired. Craig Edcombe was the fastest in Class C with a 56.414. He did that on lap 14. And Gary Warburton was fastest in Class D with 56.838. That was done on lap 7. Keep your eye on Bill Richards as well. He'll be going for this one. Started racing in 1974. Active fundraiser for the RNLI. And look at these cars. They are what a sight to see. The event really grew out the need to find a chance to race highly modified mini cars that had once fought it out in the Special Saloons and Thunder Saloons series. Continuous development, as we said, has seen these cars get outrageously powerful. 200 to 300 brake horsepower plus for some of these. The only thing they really have in common with the classic Mini is their silhouette. As I said, we're expecting them to get up to speeds of about 130 miles an hour as they pound down the Brabham Straight heading towards Paddock Hill. So here we go. Safety car pulls in. Remember, it's a rolling start here. Race 2 for the fastest Mini in the world. And we are go, go, go. And Richards this time is a little bit closer, I think, to Billingham. And look at that back. That's Ashan Silva, who's going to take second place very cleanly down into Paddock. Oh, and almost getting sideways as Silva manages to hold it together, though. Wow. Action packed at the very first corner, manages to keep it together, and it looks like Billingham though has managed to pull out a bit of a lead early on in this race to win comfortably in race 1, it must be fair to say. So it looks like Billingham could well be on his way to become the fastest Mini in the world. This is race 2, the final race of the day and weekend for the fastest Mini in the world. It's go, 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 go here. 14, just over 14 minutes to go. It's going to be an absolute corker, just like it was in race 1. There he is. There is your race leader, Richard Billingham, and already he is starting to give himself a bit of a lead, isn't he? But it's this battle going on for second place right now. Over the line they come in. Oh, and they almost touched there. Oh my word, that could have been a disaster. I just don't think Silva saw Richards coming across there. Just don't think he saw. Oh my word, there we go. Well, we're still racing, I'm pleased to say. They didn't touch. It is racing. You saw the extra speed that Richards had in his Maguire Mini Traveller, just absolutely launched his way through. And Silva, I don't think, was quite aware of the outrageous closing speed there. Right, well, heart in mouth moment. Billingham leads, Richards second, Silva in third. Then we've got Jamie Billingham in 4th, Morris in 5th. Lafarelli's having a good race, massively good race, up 7 places into 6th. Warburton in 7th, Lyons in 8th has had a good start as well, up 6 places into 8th. Then Fraser, of course they are Class A cars though, so you must remember that they are the slightly faster one. Lyons in an Austin Mini Maxi Turbo, and Fraser, Goff, Edgecombe, Trevette, Racine has got back out, and Roodhouse. 14 runners and riders for this one. 13 minutes to go, the fastest Mini in the world. Race 2 here at Brands Hatch Mini Festival 2023, and it is Richard Billingham who has a 4.362 second lead over Bill Richards, a 51.867 fastest lap of the race. That was done just then by Richard Billingham, your race leader. A bit of action going on here. Lafarelli's on the move. up another place in Class B in the Leyland Mini. Drops Morris there, drops down to 6th. Lyons is up another place, up to 7th. Warburton drops down to 8th. Edgecombe is up 2 places, up to 9th at the expense of Fraser and Goff. Then Trevette, Wrestling, Roodhouse. They are your 14 dry runners and riders here. We've got 12.5 minutes to go. Richard Billingham, comfortable leader here. He comes just underneath me across the start-finish line here. His lead over Bill Richards is 5.943 seconds. And here they come now, and it does look like number 44, Ashan Silva's going quite slow. Seems to be slowing down quite a bit now in the mini space frame. Dropping places, plummeting like a stone here. I wonder if there's a bit of a problem with that. The number 44, Ashan Silva. Third place in race 1. There's clearly a problem there, isn't there, with Ashan Silva's car. I wonder if he's going to pull into the pits at the end of this lap. Let's hope he can figure it out whilst going round. It looks very wobbly, very wobbly. I wonder if there's a bit of an issue or something with the suspension for Ashan Silva. I just saw him going down the Cooper straight and he's struggling to keep it in a straight line, it looks like. Maybe there's an issue with the steering. So Billing comes over the line again. There he is, your fastest lap of the race at 51.867. 8-second lead over Bill Richards. Laffarelli is now up into 3rd place. Lyons is up into 4th, made up 2 spaces on that last lap. Here to come around, Druids. That is Lyons. Jim Lyons in the Austin Mini Maxi Turbo. Didn't start race 1. They're now out for race 2. And up to 4th place. Oh, right at the back as well. He's having a fantastic race. He does have a lot of pace, a lot of speed, so you would expect it. Laffarelli in Class B going very well too. So at the minute, across your classes, Richard Billingham is your outright race leader and Class A leader. Laffarelli is your Class B leader. Edgecombe is your Class C leader and Warburton is your Class D leader. So there is Lyons currently in 3rd place. Enjoying his nice afternoon outing. We've got 10 minutes of this race to go. It's settling into, setting itself into its pace now, isn't it? Billingham leads by 10 seconds. Richards in 2nd, Laffarelli in 3rd, Lyons in 4th, Jamie Billingham in 5th, Morris in 6th, Silver in 7th, Edgecombe in 8th, Warburton in 9th, Goff in 10th, Fraser in 11th, 12th is Trevette, Wrestling's 13th, Roodhouse is 14th. So here we go. There is your race leader, Billingham, at the minute. 51.867, still the fastest lap of this race. A good lead over Bill Richards, 11.306. Using the Sustain Classic 102 RN race fuel, 35% reduction in carbon emissions. So Richard Billingham, been racing on and off for 16 years. He's a heating engineer by trade. Got a Vauxhall VXR engine in that space frame Mini. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? They really are a bit of a crowd pleaser here. So nice to see so many people coming to support Mini Festival here. So Billingham leads, Richards in 2nd, Laffarelli in 3rd, Lyons in 4th, Morris in 5th, Jamie Billingham in 6th, Silver in 7th, Edgecombe in 8th, Warburton in 9th, Goff in 10th, Fraser is 11th. Trevette is 12th, Wrestling 13th. Roodhouse, I'm delighted to say as well, we've still got all of our runners and riders too. Salmon didn't start this race, unfortunately, so we do, that's why the name's twice at the bottom. You can just ignore that one. But we do have 14 runners and riders. So Richard Billingham, your leader in Class A. Edgecombe, your leader in Class C. Laffarelli's your leader in Class B. Warburton's your leader in Class D. 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes of this race to go. watching right now, Bill Richards, the number 26 in second place. Nice to see Racine, if we could, the number 61. He's currently running in third place in Class C. Come over from America in his Mini Spares Works car. He's raced everything, as Donald Racine. What a name as well, by the way. I hope we're saying that. Racine, there's your race leader. Richard Billingham looking to make it a double bubble here at Brands Hatch this afternoon. 7 minutes of the race to go. So what's the gap this time? I just wonder, is it coming down a little bit? I wonder if Billingham's just perhaps taking his foot off the gas a little bit, because Bill Richards has taken a couple of seconds out of him over the last couple of laps. Not that time though. Last time round, a 53.684 for Billingham. Richards was a 53.664, so 9.156 seconds the gap between the top two. Laffarelli is a further 23.5 seconds back. There again is Lyons, currently third in Class A. Didn't race in race one, did not start, but here we go for this one. 6.5 minutes of this race to go. It has really settled down at the minute. Not a huge amount of battles going on. There is a battle actually going on. Silva is dropping down the order. Silva come into the pits. I think Ashton Silva finished third in race one. Has come into the pits, I believe, and may well be out of this race. Or is he stopped on track somewhere? I'm not seeing any yellow flags, but number 44, Ashton Silva, has come into the pits. Yes, Ashton Silva into the pits, the number 44. And Jamie Billingham has come into the pits as well in the A-Class, the 121 car in the Austin Mini, pulled into the pits. There is Edgecombe. He's a Class C leader in the Austin Mini, going around very sixth place overall, first in Class C, number 145. Class C cars for A series engines, 1300cc and above. Now, no aerodynamic additions permitted. So a very good day indeed for Mr. Edgecombe. So Silva and Jamie Bellingham out of the race. It's still Richard Bellingham who leads this one with 5 minutes to go. Bill Richards in second, Laffarelli in third, Lyons in fourth, Morris in fifth, Edgecombe is sixth, Goff in seventh, Warburton is eighth, Fraser is ninth, Trevette is 10th, Donald Racine is 11th, and Francesca Roodhouse currently running in 12th place. 5 minutes left to go of this one. And have a look at this. Richard Billingham, the gap has tumbled. Bill Richards, either he's flying or Richard Billingham had a really poor lap that last time round. I'm just seeing Ashton Silva, by the way, lead. He's heading back towards the outer paddock. So Silva out of this race. Rohef de Silva, what a shame that is. A number 44 and his long awaited space frame. Shame, but at least he's had a podium for his efforts this weekend. But Silva back to the outer paddock, and his weekend with the fastest Mini in the world comes to an end. So Billingham is in trouble. Richard Billingham is in trouble. The gap, Bill Richards is flying. He did a 55.983 last time. Richards did a 53.216. Bill Richards now is catching the back of Richard Billingham. It's game on. There they are. That's 1-2. We've got 4 minutes to go. Is there a problem with Richard Billingham's car? Is Bill Richards going to come through and take what would be, I suppose, a bit of a surprise, really, because Billingham was so dominant in race one. Has he just been looking after the car, or does he have a problem, or is Bill Richards just outrageously fast right now? So there is Richard Billingham, the number 21, outright leader, Class A leader. But Bill Richards is coming up behind him. What is the gap over the line this time? Has he managed to extend it? Has he stabilised it? It doesn't look like it's much. Here they come over the line. Richard Billingham, it's 1.636 of a second. So he did manage to go 0.1 of a second faster than Richards that time. Did he just get bogged down by back markers? Did he make a mistake? What happened? But what we do know is that it is game on here for the fastest Mini in the world, race 2. And Bill Richards has a great chance to maybe take the top step off the podium overall and in Class A. Laffarelli still leads Class B, third on track. Edgecombe still your leader in Class C. Warburton's your leader in Class D, 8th on track. They are your class leaders A, B, C and D. But don't take your eyes off this, because I think we could be on for something very, very exciting. There is Bill Richards in his Maguire Mini Travel. It looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? Look at that. Here he comes round Clearways, on through the Clark Curve, onto the Brabham Straight. Is he going quicker? What is the gap this time over the line? It's 1.434 of a second. He was just 0.2 of a second faster than Richard Billingham that last time around. 2 minutes on the clock, so we'll still have 2 more laps after this one. And there goes your race leader in the yellow, just behind Bill Richards in the light blue, the second light blue, now the first light blue behind. Just getting past the back markers there. So right now, between the two of them, there's no back markers at all. This is race go. This is race on. It's Billingham, Richard Billingham, taking on Bill Richards. There's a lot of Richards involved in this. What's the gap over the line this time? We're starting the penultimate lap of this race now, surely. Here they come. It looks like it's extended a little bit, if anything. Oh, and it's come down a little bit, 1.242. It's not coming down enough, though. So Richard Billingham did a 52.848 on that last lap. Richards did a 52.656. It needs to come down more. I wonder if Richard Billingham was just perhaps keeping the car safe. There is Richard Billingham in his Austin Mini Clubman. Leader. Race 1 winner, leader right now in race 2, could become the fastest Mini in the world. There is Bill Richards. I had a panic moment there because I thought he looked like he was going a bit slower. He does look like he's going slow. He does look like he's going slow, because this is now Richard Billingham is flying ahead of him. Oh no, Bill Richards appears to be slowing down a little bit. How far back is Laffarelli? He's quite a way back. But Richard Billingham comes over the line to start his final lap of the race now. There he is, and the lead is huge. It's up to 6 seconds now. Can Bill Richards get that car round and finish second outright? Because Laffarelli is quite a way back, over 20 seconds further back. Of course, Laffarelli's in Class B. I suppose really for Morris in Class A could still finish second place, but they really have to go slow. Here is Richard Billingham's going to make it a perfect day for him. Back-to-back wins in the fastest Mini in the world in his Austin Mini Clubman for Richard Billingham. He's just got to get round the final few corners. How far back is Bill Richards? He's tumbled back. Maybe he just realised perhaps I'm not going to get it done, so let's just keep the car safe and bring it home. Here comes Billingham. Victor in race 1. Victor in race 2. He comes over, takes the checkered flag. It's been a perfect weekend for Richard Billingham, the fastest Mini in the world. Congratulations to him. Now, where is Bill Richards? Has he managed to make it round? The number 26. And there he goes. And Richards does come home in second place. Lyons has gone over the line in 5th. Edgecombe has taken Class C honours, 6th overall, but first in Class C. Congratulations to him. Warburton's come over the line as well and taken Class D honours, 8th on track, first in Class D. We're just waiting for Laffarelli and Morris to come over. And Trevette, Racine, unfortunately Roodhouse pulled into the pits. We lost Silver, as we know, and Jamie Billingham. So Trevette comes over in 10th place. Fraser's over the line in 9th and second in Class C. Trevette comes over the line and wins Class second in Class B. Apologies, because it's Laffarelli who won Class B. So Trevette's second in Class B. Laffarelli comes over the line and takes 3rd place on track, first in Class B. So despite retirement in race 1, a very good race 2 indeed. Morris comes home in 4th place, but 3rd in Class A. Well, what a race we saw there. It looked like it's kind of almost petered out a little bit at one point, hadn't it? But then it came alive with 5 minutes or so to go. Richard Billingham, the man, the myth, the legend, the 2-time winner here at Brands Hatch in the fastest Mini in the world. Congratulations to him. Here's a look at some of the replays. And that was almost a collision between Bill Richards and Ashen Silver, which had a heart-in-mouth moment. Some great overtaking a little bit further through. That was Lyons carving his way through the field. Ended up in 5th place, 4th in Class A. There he is again, running through. Look at that, look at the power of Lyons Austin Mini Maxi Turbo. There's your overall race winner. Richard Billingham, 2 wins for him. I imagine when he gets back to the paddock, there might be a glass of champagne or 2 waiting for him. Now he doesn't have to race again today. If he wants to share any, he can. And that's the moment Richard Billingham comes over and takes the checkered flag and wins for a second time today. Still more racing action coming up for you. And there is confirmation of your results. Richard Billingham takes the win. Bill Richards in second. Fabiola Forelli takes the class win. Richard Morris in third. Third in class, fourth overall. Then Jim Lyons, Craig Edcombe takes his class win. Mark Goff, Gary Robertson takes his class win. And Ian Fraser, Anton Trevette, Donald Racine, Francesca Roodhouse, Ashton Silver, and Jeremy Bellingham all pulled into the pits and retired in the end. But we did have 11 classified finishers for that race. So congratulations to everybody. Confirmation: Richard Billingham fastest lap of the race, 51.86, set on lap 2, very similar to like he did in race 1. Natural Oils are close to the fastest mini in the world. I just wonder if we might be able to hear from some of the drivers, if that's possible. It'll be great if we can.
Well done, son. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are now the fastest mini in the world, mate.
Yeah.
Well done, son.
Thank you.
You've earned that. Long time coming. So you slowed down towards the end?
Yeah, we lost fifth gear in the end. So all we used was fourth and third around the last part of the track. So yeah, nursed it home.
Yeah, lucky because Bill's dropped a plug or dropped a valve or something. Yeah. But no, mate, excellent. The car looks superb. You just romped away with it in the beginning.
Yeah, going really well.
Yeah.
Love it.
Awesome, mate. Well done. Next, what are you going to do next?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he's took on the world now, ain't you, son?
Yeah.
Hey, how about that?
That's it.
Well done, mate. Super proud. And the family as well, mate. It's a family thing, I know. And, you know, Lisa and your mum and dad and little Josh working on the car. Yeah. So, well done to all of you. And the Enville team, because, again, you know, we've had some great results for you.
Yeah. And get well, Mel.
Oh, yeah, get well, Mel. Mel's at home. Love you lots, darling. And she can't be here today. But thanks, Rich. I've nearly forgot that, mate. Right, let's have a look at our super old Bill here. Right, my old son. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
Well, okay. Worse for the wear, but I'm fine.
Problem?
No, he dropped a cylinder 2 laps ago. He lost fifth gear or something, and I dropped a cylinder for, shit, it's over.
I'll tell you, mate, it was clear he was getting closer and closer and closer, and then when I saw you drop back, I thought, what the hell happened there?
They're good, clean drivers in this.
Do you know what, Bill? The best thing about racing is racing with respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Respect for each other,
absolutely.
Respect for the officials, respect for the volunteers, the marshals, who all come along voluntary.
Yeah.
You know, and we're
nobody's
very
paid for it.
No,
nobody's
we're very
paid
fortunate to be involved in this sport.
Yeah, what a great sport.
Yeah,
I just love it.
With lovely people.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
absolutely.
well done. Sure, it's just a plug, you reckon?
Yeah, I think
Nothing
so.
too new, harsh. Okay.
She's old.
Right, well, talking of old, let's have a word with Fabio. Come on, son, let's get you over here. Well done, mate. From the back. From the back. Hey, how about that? You said, oh, I hope I get a fifth.
Oh, no, but
You got a third.
I backed off 5 laps and vibration. I could see he backed off, and I thought, let's take it home. I was way in front of it, Melly behind me, and I'm really pleased with the car. First out of the box, over the moon.
Good. Clutch okay this time?
Clutch fine, just got a vibration on the back, but we come home.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much
you know
for the
what?
weekend.
All that hard work
Exactly.
is worth it.
Quick
And thanks for all. I mean, you've travelled a long way to get here.
See you again
But
next week.
you certainly will, mate.
Thank you
well
very
done.
much.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye now.
Well, that's the top 3. And yeah, what else can we say? They're all going upstairs now to be interviewed. And yeah, superb race to watch. Glad to be part of it. Thank you to Nigel Death and all the sponsors. So we've got Mini World. We've got Miller's Oils, we have Cherish Vehicles Insurance Services, we have Sustain Classics, and yes, Minisports, absolutely fantastic event, and yeah, so proud to be part of it. So I'll hand you back now to wherever you're going to go, Mr. Cameraman, and keep smiling, and yeah, here's to another one.